Hey everyone, Aaron here, and this is my 69th review on this channel, and today's review is of Toradora. Now, I actually been planning to do Toradora for a long time, but I avoided doing it because I didn't want to spam you guys with my top 50. Uh, I actually feel that, honest to God, that would be kind of annoying to just put my top 50 choices and then start reviewing them one after another. I think spreading them out over the course of my channel would be a better idea. You know, it's a little less it looks a little less biased, and in general, I think it's just a smarter idea because I don't want to give you guys too much of a good thing. Because I tell my friend who's watching anime now to kind of, watch the good stuff, but also watch the stuff that's, I hate to say it, mediocre, because it lets you appreciate the good stuff. You know, if you watch constant great classics anime, it kind of maybe will deter you a little bit after you watch something that's maybe not as great as that stuff. And that's a shame, because honestly, just because they might not be on your top like 100 list, they're still good. There's a lot of shows that are on my top 100 or top 50 for that matter that I still say, hey, you should check it out, watch this, it's awesome. But anyways, let's get on to the review. So we have our main character, Ryuji, who he looks like, your average high school student, but he's got a very tough look to him, and that kind of gets him, misunderstood at school. A lot of people mess with him and think that he's, trying to be this tough guy, but that's just because of the way he looks. He's the character second to the left. And he actually loves the character second to the right, who has the red hair over there. He really loves her, and he wants to ask her out, but he finds himself unable to because he's a very shy person, and he doesn't know how to approach her. So, lo and behold, that's where we come into the other tough-looking girl at school, Palm Top Tiger, Taiga, who is the far left girl over there. And she, ironically, has a huge crush for his friend, who's the far right one. So what they do is they decide, hey, you know what? Let's team up together, because they actually know each other's friends. Let's team up together and actually figure out a way of romancing the people that we like, which is kind of cool. It's a funny kind of romance concept. You see it before, and I've seen it before in both Western and anime in general, but I just think it's always a kind of nice concept to see. It's not done very often. Ryuji and Taiga, as the series progresses, learn a lot about each other. Taiga, who is also like him, but the reverse way is that because she's known as tough girl because she is a tough girl. She actually starts falling for the main character, and the main character starts falling for her. And that's not a spoiler. I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Well, you just spoiled the half this." No, it's not really a spoiler. You can kind of see it from the gate that that's how it's gonna go down. But I just think that them not realizing their feelings for each other in the process of them looking at these other characters that they really like is interesting. I think it's fun. The show has a lot of humor and a lot of heart to it. There was a lot of times that I was cracking up laughing. Like the main character's mother is a workaholic because she has to support him, and she's always working at night, so she's always like dysfunctional in the morning. It's funny. Taiga is, because she's so quick to punch someone or fight someone with like any means necessary. She gets into a lot of fights and a lot of situational concepts that Ryuji or her friends have to kind of like get her out of. And over the course of the show, it's going to do a lot of stuff with slice of life concepts, where you're going to have a lot of high school moments, a lot of festival events. The characters will go off to do various things that you've seen in plenty of other anime before. But overall, it's just something that I think was a great show to watch. I think it was very nice. I think it was fun. I don't think it ever tried to excel at any one of its categories or genres, because they wanted to be good throughout the whole series as what it was trying to be. It's just a romance story at heart, and it really does try its best with that romance concept. I mean, I love the romance element to the story. I love how, I think every character gets with the character that they should with, and that's something that's really cool about the show. There was some emotional episodes, when you see, I think for the first time, the two characters having to deal with a lot of their stress from their families and stuff like that. That actually made me cry a little bit, and I actually did cry the last couple episodes because I think they were really, really moving and touching. I think my only complaint, though, was probably the ending is a kind of left-ear interpretation type ending, where everything gets solved per se, but it also at the same time leaves a lot of room for more content if they were going to do that. And this series has been out for a while, so everyone knows this is if they're not going to do any more anime seasons for it or anything like that. The light novel, I think, finished a while ago. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I just know for a fact that this show is done, and unfortunately I think it could have did better with a better ending. I think what ending you get is, I don't want to say bad, but I think it circumvents everything that you just watched. And there's a lot of stuff that I watched, like for example, a lot of the romances get settled by the last episode. That's not really a spoiler, but with the actual last episode final moments, a lot of them aren't really fully understood per se, and even on top of that, what was established is kind of just jokingly pushed to the side. I think that was really a bad way to go. I mean, I honestly think the ending was really garbage for this when you think about it, and that's a sad thing because I really, I would have wished they would have just had something more appealing. And I know a lot of the fans of the show might say, "Oh, that goes against their character personalities to do the ending that I want." But honest to God, also at the same time, having it do the same thing means that they never grew from characters. That's, not the point of the show. I mean, the point is that time skips by, and you would think that when the ending occurred, they would show a little bit. I'm not saying a lot, but I'm just saying a little bit of the closure that you would assume would happen, but it's not shown, and that's my biggest issue with that. I also think that it is a little too obvious who's going to fall in love with who in the show. I honestly think that maybe they should have waited a little bit with the progression of the show as characters. I think Taiga and Ryuji get together way fast. I mean, I'm not going to say exactly when, but when it happens, I'm like, well, that's, I'm surprised it happened that fast. And it's funny because these characters talk about how much they love the other characters. It's a little odd, but overall, this show was really good. I really highly enjoyed the show. I love the characters for it. I love the art style. I think the art style is really nice. It's very colorful. You can see it right there from the picture. That even the muted characters, like his friend from the far right, actually is very muted in terms of how he looks design. But at the same time, he still pops against all the other colors of this show and all the other characters. And I think that was a good idea. I think also one of my other complaints of the show, maybe, and it's not a big complaint, it's not something that's going to degrade from the score, is that a few characters of the show don't get enough screen time despite them being very important. I think, for example, one of the girls, I'm not going to say which one of these two girls here, but they're not going to get a full explanation of their personalities. I think they're only going to get kind of like a quick explanation of their personalities, when it's very surprising that they're the main characters. They should get a little bit more time. But I'll tell you guys right now, if I had to review this A through F, honest to God, B+. I really love Toradora. I think it's a great show. It's got some very nice animation. Voice acting is very good. I just again think it has some slight issues with its ending, which I'm being honest with you guys. You know this already by now. I don't have to repeat this, but I will say it anyways. I think ending is paramount for a show. There's another YouTuber I agree with highly on that, where the ending can almost destroy the whole entire progress of the show. And I think Toradora's ending, if you rewatch it, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Think about it for a second, watch it, and go, yeah, you're kind of right about that. It's not like you might not fully agree with me, but you're going to realize where I'm coming at. That it does destroy a lot of what it could have been a great ending to a show. Even if you left it the way it did, you could have left it at a better note than the way it ended. Also, I think sometimes the romance is a little bit, cliche. Like I said before, cliche is not a big deal, but it's something that you'll notice here and there. You notice that characters get together really fast. But as a whole, the show is really fun to watch. I really enjoyed my time watching it. I've seen Toradora, I think, twice now, and it's something that I don't mind watching again. I'm going to probably watch it a few months. I was planning to rewatch the series because I want to. But, I'm going to leave on that note saying that it was a good show. Definitely watch it. I highly recommend watching the show. Anyways, guys, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And as always, till our paths cross again next review. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.